When you're doing squats, you want to be able to hold perfect posture all the way down to the squat and all the way back up. This can be challenging. A setting that posture is tough to begin with, and then holding it dynamically through movement gets even tougher. This is a common error that a lot of people make. And so as they go into a squat, oftentimes they'll arch through the back, or round forward here, or get up on their toes, or kind of fall backwards. And so all these postural errors can make it harder to perform well in squats. They also can lead to some overuse injuries or aches and pains that we really want to avoid. One common error that a lot of people make is they tend to fall into what we'll call extension. So rib cage flares up, they arch through the back, hips kind of tilt forward, and this is kind of their go-to movement pattern in a lot of things, but particularly in the squat for this example. So when we're doing this, a lot of stress goes into your low back, goes into the hips, and can even go into the knees. And so we don't want that. So when you're doing this, everything's essentially like opening up here. So to fix it, we need to compress it a little bit more. We need to bring that rib cage down. We need to bring those hips underneath. So we keep that rib cage stacked right on top of the hips, all the way down and all the way back up. So in order to correct this, a lot of times it's helpful to have some reference points and ways that you can actually feel that you're doing the right motion and using the right muscles. So here we're going to use this little block to sit down to. That's kind of my target. And you can use a chair or bench, anything you have access to, but just something that you actually know you're hitting the right spot. I'm going to use this foam roller. I'm going to squeeze between my knees. Again, if our problem's extension, we're trying to compress, and squeeze here is going to help get me in the right hip position, engage the core a little bit more, engage these muscles on the inner thigh, all to help hold me in place a little better. And I'm going to use this big med ball. I'm going to bear hug it here. Again, kind of get that rib cage down and hold everything tight through movement. So if you don't have a big med ball like this, you could use a couple pillows or anything that's just about this size that you could really create a lot of pressure. And if you don't have a foam roller, same thing. You could use a pillow, a couple towels, just something to create that pressure. So they give you a little bit of feedback. So we're going to squeeze here, we're going to squeeze here. Take a deep breath in to start with, and then blow all that air out. So if you saw, as I blew that air out, the ball traveled down a little bit. So what happened was as I exhale, my rib cage goes down this way, and it sets a straighter line between rib cage and hips. And so when you do that, that big exhale, you're going to feel a lot more activation through the core here. And I want you to keep that engagement all the way down, all the way up. We're going to keep a straight line from head to hips, straight down and straight back up. So we're going to keep this bear hug position. You're going to feel like your heels dig back and butt comes forward. Try to close this distance here. Again, to keep that straight line all the way down, all the way up. Bear hug tight. Squeeze that foam roller. Drive heels to the wall behind you. Butt's going to come forward. And we're going to sit down on this block. And then from there, you need to re-engage everything to come back up. So push hard through those heels. Keep squeezing tight here. And drive nice and slow all the way up. So I'd go slow down and slow up. When we're trying to re-pattern something, it's a lot easier to change things when you're going slowly. When you go quick, you're going to fall into old patterns that you've always done that aren't working out for you. So we need to take the time, slow it down to reprogram everything. So I'll show you again. Deep breath in. Exhale, rib cage down. Try to keep that position. Squeeze everything tight. Heels drive to the wall behind you. Butt comes forward. Sit down. And then we're going to drive hard through those heels. Get tall. So some things you should feel here are hamstrings, glutes, core. You might feel a little bit through the shoulders just because you're squeezing. You should not feel low back. You should not feel any pain in the hips or knees here.